I think I'm not seeing all the data. More settings. Show me. No. I'm confused. Either way, I was trying to show you something, but I can't find it on the chart because I'm lost on this chart, to be honest. So many gaps on Tesla. But long story short, this is just a giant accumulation, giant consolidation area. We saw here something similar, but in a smaller range, of course, where we were going sideways. A lot of people were probably getting long, looking for those all-time highs, right? We were awaiting those all-time highs here. I remember we were consolidating back and forth, not really creating any big gaps or order flow for me to follow. But what we did have is we had range lows sitting here, and then we had bigger time frame order flow sitting here as well. You can see all these gaps here. That's just giant bullish order flow to me. So the way I was looking at this is, okay, well, at some point before those all-time highs get taken, I want to see us drop lower, right? Everybody that's long here gets stopped out because where are they likely putting their stop? At the bottom of the range, right? Those stops get ran, price runs to all-time highs. I'm kind of looking for potentially something similar here, but it's just in this bigger range now, right? We have monthly lows here. We've been just consolidating back and forth. I'd like to see us sweep those lows. We have monthly order flow sitting there. Go to a monthly chart, right? We've already made a low. I'd like to see that low get taken. That's inside of this gap. And then maybe we look to trade back to those all-time highs again, back to a daily here. So literally this, what I was looking at here, I'm looking for the exact same thing, just bigger, in a bigger range. We're going sideways. We have order flow below. Until we really run through this whole area, I can't be sitting here thinking that Tesla's super bearish personally. So that's kind of my whole rundown on Tesla there. Literally just looking for the same thing. I anticipate that a lot of people that are long Tesla right now, where, if you're swing trading, like especially, where are you likely putting your stop loss if you're getting long anywhere, you know, here, maybe even like a little bit higher up, you've been accumulating a position here, right? Where are you likely putting your stop? Probably right freaking here. I don't have to see your screen to know that. It's pretty simple because everybody's going to put their stop below the most recent low or the most recent high. Problem is this needs to get taken first. So that's the way I'm looking at this personally. Or at least I think it needs to get taken, right? Market can try and tell me different if I am actually wrong, but I think it makes all the sense in the world to go take this low now and then try and move higher from there. We'll see. Let's go amp with the 5 gifted, baby. Let's go. Got to do that every time we get gifted, bro. Every time. Shout out to Amp. Shout out. Yeah, so we'll see what happens on Tesla. But I'm treating it the same way I treated this range here. And I'll look for a position. If we take that low, I'll actually throw an alert on it just so I know exactly when that's being crossed. But until that gets taken, I don't really want to try and trade long yet. do the same analysis on SPX chart. Let's go. Let's do it. That's not SPX. Very similar. No monthly. We are technically still holding this. And even though this looks a little bit sloppier, how we like ran through this gap almost, but ended up closing above it. So we're still respecting it. But overall, this was the low that was, it's the same thing. This was the low made inside of this gap, even though I know it was past it. But in this scenario, it just looks sloppy. But in this scenario, you treat it the same way as we would treat Tesla. And then what happens? We come out, we trade to the first low made inside of that bigger time frame for value gap. We trade to that, we sweep that level. And now we're just still holding this weekly order flow. It's been tapped into a lot of times, so I don't generally like that. But the reason I could see that this definitely could take us higher from here if we keep respecting this, even though we've traded multiple times in this gap, is because with us trading multiple times in this gap, we still never took out the low. The first low that was made inside of this gap here. So I don't know. Interesting. Looks very similar. Definitely something to keep an eye on it. Then also you just have these very smooth highs here. Technically got taken, but Nasdaq is much weaker. What's up, David? Y'all swinging anything? I don't really swing, personally. It's pretty rare. Like, it's certain opportunities. Like, if Tesla drops below here and I get a setup to potentially, like, swing this into, you know, all these relative equal highs. Not relative equal highs, but all these previous highs, I'm sorry, that we've made on the way down to trade back into those. Like, that's when I would take a swing. But it's not every day, every week that I'm looking for swings at all. It's more just like these key opportunities that kind of arise. Then yeah, sure, I'll look for swings on probably leverage Tesla, to be honest. I won't even do options, I don't think. I'll probably just try and swing some TSLG. But that's really the only time I'm swinging. I stick to day trading futures. Overall bearish on QQQ and SPY, Jordan? Well, I was. So this is how it was. This was last week, right? I'll kind of just re-explain myself. I talked about this yesterday, but this is last Thursday and last Friday. Thursday, we made a high. Friday, we made this high early in the morning. We have relative equal highs here. This Friday high never took out that Thursday high. So I definitely wanted to see us rebalance to that area at some point. Last week, I was hoping that this week we'd be able to rebalance to it. We did. We rebalanced to that. So through here, I was more bullish, right? Because I wanted to see us rebalance to these relative equal highs. And we had just had swept this low on ES, and we were holding it on NQ, so we had some divergence there. So I was thinking it's very possible for us to draw back to these relative equal highs and then look for shorts after we sweep out those highs from there. That was my plan yesterday, right? Yesterday we tapped into this area, and I'm like, okay, going into tomorrow, I want to see us get some shorts. I wake up and we're down here. So yes, I was bearish, but I mean now, not so much. When we just swept out on ES, if I go to ES right now, we swept out these same lows, right? These lows got taken. These lows did not get taken on NQ. If we end up running through, back through basically this 947, I think it's very possible to go right back to this area, 25,100. So I'm a little more neutral now because we swept these lows. We got some divergence. We're trying to run through these areas. We are hitting our head on this gap here. We just took out this previous, was this 4-hour candle high. We have another 4-hour candle high here if we want to trade to this area, a little more premium in this range. To be honest, like I'm not very sure on a bias here. It was a little more clear going into the evening last night. And I woke up this morning and was like, what the hell happened, man? The whole move I wanted just did it overnight. So I don't know. I'm not too strong in any bias at the moment. I also think like anybody that seems extremely sure about where we're going from here, I mean, it's very possible that this is a potential low, right? We're at the very bottom of this range. Like, yes, it's obvious that this could be another low. But when you're stuck in a range like this, anything can very much happen. Like, this can look so good with all these wicks and whatever, and then end up just dumping. Like, it doesn't matter. And so that's where I would say just don't get too caught up in a set bias on this bigger time frame right now. Oh, it has to go lower because of this, or it has to go higher because of this. Even with the war and shit going on there. Don't think that anything has to happen. Just play what's given, play what's offered, and if nothing's offered, wait till we get out of this range. It's fine. I think being really heavily certain on where we're going from here is just, I don't think it's very possible. So just be careful. People out there shouting certain things. Sure, we're going somewhere. Absolutely, at some point. But am I going to sit back and try and guess that and try and put risk on based on that? Absolutely not, right? Especially when I know for a fact I don't need to do that to make money in this market. I might sit on the sidelines for a bit, not necessarily get what I want on an intraday basis for a week or 2 weeks, you know, but at least I know I'm saving money in an environment that is not really a good environment. Yeah, react, don't predict. Exactly. I don't want to be sitting here guessing. Even though, I mean, you can do that and still probably do decent, right? If you have really good risk management. I don't want to do that though. I want to build conviction on what I already know, right? And guessing is not the way, because bad things happen when you do that. Jeez. KC.
What's up?
What's up? Hot trades coming out the deck.
What's up, baby?
Man, this
Bro.
has been a vertical launch pad right now.
Dude, I bought the bottom. This was a great day.
Dude, you could have bought this 6,800 calls were trading for nothing earlier in SPX.
Dude, Will, I went long SPX at 10:55, and then I was already long Q prior before that at 10:20 this morning.
Oh,
Literally the fucking bottom.
That is a, and then you get a trending day to the upside. It's great. I caught the first move right off that 67.20 level, and then I rode that up about 20 points, and then we pulled back, and I just scalped that. And then I had to leave. Of course, I had to leave my desk.
Yeah.
9:30, and then the market rips another 80 points.
No, I sold SPY when it hit previous day low. Or sold QQQ and SPX. when SPY hit previous day low, going above 578. And then when Qs started pushing over 600, like
Yep.
right at the 11:45 candle, I closed everything there.
Yeah, I think now, so like here's, I mean, on the daily, SPX has rallied right to, I think, some key spots, which is like right around the 68.30 area, 68.
You can share your screen if you want to, Will.
Yeah, let me do that. Let me get out of this.
Side note, the DraftKings swing from Friday, the $25 calls, they're almost in the money, up 55%. I did sell majority.
Another one.
I love it.
Bing bong.
All the soundboard.
So good. Let's go, baby. I'm glad you guys are here because I think the chat was a little bored with me. I ain't taking any trades or doing
Dude,
anything.
I was waiting in the background for like 20 minutes.
Were you? I'm so sorry.
Just eating my popcorn, snacking and listening.
So, all right. This kind of looks messy, but I'll try to. Let me go to a 4.
That's what it was. I heard Will come in, and I thought you both came in right there. I don't think
So
I heard
here-
you came in earlier, Casey. I'm so sorry.
Oh, you're good. I'm
You're
not
good,
even
bro.
trading anymore.
So here's the thing. What did we do? We fell out of the balance range, wicked all the way down to this level, which I called out this morning. If you were on there, I mean, I may have missed it by 10 points, but in that type of volatility, I think it's a pretty good spot to look for longs. And we've rallied all the way back up, back into the range. And what do? We just tag the 4-hour 200 like to the penny. Look at that. Look at that, 4-hour 200. So now you've fallen away, and then you're breaking back up, kind of to, I say, what's like to the scene of the crime, right? So now you're back at kind of these lows around 68.30, 68.40. And we'll see if we continue to back up towards the 9 on the 4-hour, or do we kind of fade back to maybe middle of the range, or maybe the high from the first 4-hour bar. But I would say if you're long, I'd definitely be trimming into this supply here that's above you. You got lows here. I mean, all through here, you're gonna have some resistance.
I have a zone right here on SPY.
Yeah, I'll pull that up for.
We tapped into it at 140. I took a short on MES up there, scalped it back down. They bought it back up, but we're still rejecting that same zone. This is going to be a zone from Friday's price action on SPY, February 27th. The lows from that morning session. So there's a zone right up here that's back testing that Friday session low.
Yeah, so I mean, if you look at on SPY, same thing. You're into the 4-hour, and then you wicked right to basically right to these lows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're right into these lows. So you should, I mean, in theory, you should probably stall in this area, or consolidate at these highs. And then, but we did, right now you could say. Again, we talked about yesterday, you lost this balance area to the downside. You broke away, expansion of range, which we talked about yesterday. Big push down into a support level, wicked it all the way back up. And where did you come to? Right back to where you fell from, which is the bottom end of this balance. So I would say I would like to see, let's, we're looking for it. There we go. So I would say this is kind of your lower balance, like right here. That's kind of where majority of those bodies are. So can we break back up in it? And then we're just back to where we started. Then it's back to nothing. But that's kind of where I think we're at. And then on Qs, I'd drawn this out yesterday. This actually looks a little bit stronger than SPX actually. Because you broke away, tagged that 593 low. We went a little below it by $1, and then wicked right back. And where are we? Right back in the balance box. So I'd say Qs look a little bit better, and SPX probably a little little weaker under the 68.50 is probably your level. And then IWM, this is just the same thing. Broke away out of balance. You get the big expansion candle, rallied all the way back up. Where are we? Right back in the range. So still on the 4-hour. You're below the moving averages. You are same thing on SPY. Below the 9, the 21, the 50. And you're right at the 200 on the 4-hour. So I would say the one weakness that I noticed was in semis. Like this, I don't love this look after a big rally today. Like software rallied probably the most, like ServiceNow, Microsoft, some of those names rallied up. But like, look at the semis. It's a doji on the 4. I mean, we didn't really do much. We kind of rallied under the right to the 200, and you're just kind of sitting at it. Or I'm sorry, the 50-day, excuse me. Rallied to the 50-day, and you're just kind of sitting there. So
Yeah, just chilling.
I think that I'd like to see this one a little stronger because that's obviously got a lot of weight in there. NVIDIA, you bounce off the 200. You're just kind of in the middle of yesterday's range. What else? Microsoft looks good off those lows. This is kind of starting to curl on this trend line we've been talking about for a while. You've reclaimed the 9 today and kind of back to the upside. So watch this. Microsoft could get some momentum over like 408. Meta was the other one that I thought looked decent. Right back to the 50. I'd put an alert on your chart for 460 because I think that Meta over 460 starts to get into some thinner structure, and you could run that back up to probably 480. I think that level would look good. On Meta, Amazon, same thing. Amazon, if it can curl back up and get back above 211. But yeah, I think that's for now. I think that's where we're sitting. Dow, look at that big shadow. Broke all the way down and just held this level. I think tomorrow is going to be a really interesting day of trading. I think that's going to be the, do we break above and get back above into this range? I think that would be more bullish into the weekend or into Friday. Or do we like retrace some of this and do some like half back down to 67.75? That's kind of what I have in my radar, both directions. I sold puts at the lows. I sold some put spreads. I had shorts on that I monetized and sold some puts down there at the lows for tomorrow. So,
Nice.
But I think right now, what else, chat? What are you guys looking at? We could just go through the majors. Tesla, I would say, I mean, you had a hammer, but it's pretty lackluster still. Away from the 9. Apple, inside bar. I mean, Netflix still looks good, but a little overbought short term. Yeah, IGV. The software names did get a bid today. There's no doubt. And now you are look at this too. Perfect bullish divergence setup. Here's your bullish divergent low. You get a reclaim of the 9, and now you're pushing higher. So this could definitely run up. Might be buying software and selling. Maybe they're going to sell semis because semis are the weak one today. So semiconductors get sold, and they're going to buy software back. AMD. This one don't look that great to me. Again, this is in the semi space, but you got to hold this 200 day because I'd like to see a little bit better response on AMD, like back up into like 200, try and get close to that. The rest of the market rallying off these lows, and this does not. Broadcom, this is tough too, below the 200 here. So you kind of got a mixed picture. I think software is probably, if you're going to look for upside, that's probably where you're looking, software names. Yeah, CrowdStrike, that looks good, but still in a downtrend. You know, these are, again, look at this. Every rally you get sold, right? Rally up, sell. Rally again, sell. So there's just another one that's going to fail here and go back down, and you're still in a downtrend. Ultimately, I think CrowdStrike probably does. I think you got to look for 298 in CrowdStrike, to be honest. I think that's more of a secure low because you really don't have anything in here. Got a little support in the middle, but it's choppy. I still think you need more of a secure low on CrowdStrike.
AVGO does have earnings tomorrow.
Yes. And CrowdStrike's, I think, tonight, right?
Yeah.
So we'll see what this looks like.
More missiles fired from Iran. Boy.
Oh, boy. I mean, oops. What do I do there? PNW, that's another one softer name. Look at that candle. Woo, that's a ripper candle. Anybody that caught that one today, 4%.
Mm-hmm.
Palo Alto Networks. But
we covered that for the dumpster diver. Go to your weekly.
Yeah.
And zoom out, look left on that thing. Yeah.
Yeah, love it. Right against a 200 weekly and a key support level. That's a great trade setup. Phenomenal.
Hell yeah.
These are levels, like if you are selling options, I love to sell puts below the market, like you sell the 130s or the 125s with a little bit of time in them, into a secured support level, and then you can buy call spreads to the upside a little bit further out and sell some shorter dated put spreads and try to get those call spreads for free. Then you own them for nothing once the puts expire. But great trade location. These are areas you want to look for bounces. And I mean, if you bought it right off the 200 weekly, you got a $11, $12 bounce on that name, which looks nice. What else we got? Let's take a look at oil. I mean, that's a big player.
Oil's been flying.
So here, I sold about,
too.
I don't know, maybe about noon. I sold some. I sold the 140 calls out to April, 40 days to expiration for, I think it was 80 cents, which is a lot. I mean, you're talking about oil doubling from here, and I just think there's a lot of premium up there that you can sell oil. I think some of the oil names that have run, if you're long oil, I'd probably look to fade them. Like here's Chevron putting in a doji up here. Kind of a double top scenario. It's run. It's extremely overbought. And the news is already out. Like, yeah, sure. Could we have a little bit more volatility in the tankers and oil not getting delivered? Sure. But at the same time, I would not chase Chevron or Exxon or any of these oil. If you were in them, phenomenal, great job. I would for sure trim into these names. I mean, look at Exxon's candle today on the weekly. At least daily. I mean, it's already faded off $11 or $10 off the highs. So I'd be more cautious in the oil names up here. But they're rotating out. It looks like if we go to the sector list, where are they rotating to? Financials, banks look a little bit better today. Communications, which is Meta, is pretty good. And then they're selling materials, industrials, utilities, and staples. So a lot of the sector's still red. So that's where we're at.
Yup. Look at Amp. 4 months. He's been a member of the Wolf Pack. Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Here's that rejection. Spying cues still coming lower off of it. That Friday level.
Jordan, did you take any trades today?
Nope, not for like a week.
Oh,
Kicking back.
that's okay. Trade your setup.
Yeah,
That's
I
the
know,
best way to
man.
do it. Be consistent.
Yep. It's been dry. Bone dry.
That's all right.
But I'm saving money when a lot of people are blowing accounts. That's fine with me.
Here's probably your trend line break, or if this doesn't hold on NQ, probably come back. Be nice to test the top of this area at like 700. Somebody's probably short this here, but you probably got 40, 50 points if this doesn't hold. You take it right back to 700. I'm in the prop account. I shorted, what did I short? 801s. So I'm going to try and trim them into the, maybe trim some into the 20s.
I know. I wanted to take the short again on the Apex accounts.
Yeah, I
I'm
had a
short
nice
ES
Apex trade
at
this morning.
68.3750. So it's like 13, 14 points right here. But caught it the first time for 10 points. Now it's going a little bit lower. Beautiful rejection on SPY.
Yep. Yeah, I think it's just you're right into that. Look at that, right to the 200 on the 4 hour. I mean, we hit it to the penny. Look at that. What was the high of this bar? 32.92 is the high. 32.95 is the 200 on the 4 hour. Rejected right off it.
Look at that before and after right there on that SPY chart. Look at that. Bang! Look at that. Bang!
What is the what's chat? What are you guys mostly trading? You guys trading futures or you guys trading SPY?
I think a lot of options.
A lot of options.
A lot of options, a lot of futures. I think that's mainly recruit.
Ooh,
Ryan's back.
Wolf Ryan is in the house.
He's only back for a little bit.
Ryan.
You back till Power Hour? He's muted. No life.
Yeah, I got like 30 minutes.
There he is.
I like that answer right there in the chat. Day trade futures, swing stocks. I feel like that's the
Yes, sir.
that's been my winning recipe at least. ES only. I trade stamps. Okay. I told you Tommy was a boomer earlier. You guys didn't believe me. He tried to claim Gen X. This guy's a boomer trading stamps. He's got a Reggie Jackson Topps baseball card too that he's been trying to sell me. AMPX earnings today, drone batteries. Sam Solid picked that on our show last night.
Ooh.
What happened to this name? AVAV. That was the one who was up like 20% and they rugged it 30% yesterday.
That double downgrade yesterday.
Oof. I would say on this rally, this one right here is the one I'm watching. Not that constructive. This is a lackluster bounce in the semis.
Dude, that's so funny, Tommy. I just knew. Like Tommy's never told me that, but that was just a complete stab in the dark. He does have a 74 Topps Reggie Jackson baseball card. How crazy! I can read people, dude. I just tell you.
Just knows.
Just like if you had asked me who's the one person that you know that has a Harry Potter sorting hat, I would have guessed KC before he ever showed it to us.
That would be me. What does IWM look like at the zone? Ooh, fat rejection. Nice.
All right, what where do we hold here? 700 to 750?
Ryan.
I mean, that'd be kind of just reclaiming into the same range again.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, look at the cues. Like,
Look at the daily on SPX is wild.
here's all we did. We went tested the low of the balance, and what did we do? Reverted right back into the smaller balance range.
Dude, hey, that's crazy. We gap filled from December finally. The gap that was just left down there, and just right back into the range again.
Yep. What do? We just came back to the hourly 9. That's all we
I mean,
did.
this just feels like lately it's gap down, get too extended to the downside, and then shorts cover their way back up. And then you spend a day or two up again, and then you do it again. It just seems like it's the pattern right now.
Yeah, I mean, here's your 9. Falling 9 is at 24,990. I'm gonna hold the 7s, hold all these lows again. The big one would be I don't even know if I can draw this. Can I draw it? What if like tomorrow? Let's see my art skills. Brush.
I mean, look, we just held 750 like a champ on NQ.
That's like a candle that's like
that's
like
like reclaiming right
tomorrow.
into this balance again. 700, 750 reclaims, and then we should just rotate right back up.
Then go up here over these
Use
highs.
back-
If you get it over 25.1, this thing's gonna have some gas
Oh yeah,
for sure. For sure.
and that's moving into.
Dude, even this on the hourly was so good for that or the 30-minute. This divergent low was so good. Look at this. You had the first push early, 5 o'clock. First thing in the morning, what do you got? Bullish
Oh, no.
divergence.
Jordan disappeared.
Wait, what
And
happened?
then
to me?
boom.
No signal. Just there.
Yeah,
my
Roboto
Camera
gato.
turned off. I think it got hot.
Did you see my check my text?
There we are. Hi. We back. We back. Oh, let's go, Emp.
Yeah.
I'm about to.
You're gonna pull that comment up, the most recent one, but holding
Which
in
one?
future short. We're short at 25,865. So if you're short futures, one thing you can do, I do this all the time. I did it today. Is like I'll sell, like you can go further out, especially when volatility is high. If you want to trim some of your delta without taking the position off, sell puts against that short future. You can do that. That's a way to cut some of your exposure. You could sell, 2 puts to every 1 contract, which is going to true up, trim some of your delta out of your short future. If you want to stay short and try to like trim some of the gains short term. So you could go out further out of the money and try to cut some of your exposure by selling puts further away while volatility is high. If you want to stay in your short future.
I would just say this is really interesting because if you're trading it or if you're hedging, what is your purpose of this? Because the way that this sounds and the way that most people, like bigger players, are actually using futures or this right here. So what they're doing is they have a long book and then they go to the futures to like hedge a short if things are overextended. If they think that there's weakness somewhere, they they get into a short and they hold the short. But I mean, I would obviously you can check the liquidity. You have June, which is good, so that means you're fine with where you're at. Trading, I mean, obviously you're well in the money. The question is, did you serve the purpose that you wanted to serve? I think that's the best way to answer your question. Was your purpose to hedge this 5% drawdown or whatever? How far did we come down? Wait, let's see. February 3rd is when you got in.
Yeah, what's
so basically
the drawdown
from that day, we're about 4% down on the market. At the low, I mean, we're back to 2.7 from there. The overall drawdown from all-time high at the low today was right at 8%. I would think you're in a pretty decent range as far as if that was your hedge. I don't know if you have multiple. I mean, I think you served your purpose. Would be kind of my main thought. Obviously, trade your own plan, do your own trades and everything. But my thought process here would be you hedge short. If this is where you want to take some profit, if you've offset some of the risk, if you're still net long a lot of things, or if you're adding long, if you're adding long down here, maybe you keep it on. Maybe you just go break even and you add some long to your book instead. So it all depends on where you're at in your plan. But that's essentially futures. The entire thing, like futures market, was created for hedging. Like that's literally what it's for. And yes, people trade it, but they're trading it in and out for hedging their bigger book. They're also, if they're crazy long SPX or if they have some SPX spreads, collars, whatever, they can go in there and offset their risk, protect margin. Even there's a whole bunch of things that they're doing to, with the futures that are offsetting the rest of their book. So final answer, did you serve the purpose you wanted to in hedging your portfolio? And I would just take into account those things and then make a decision, maybe go down in size on it. It just depends what your purpose was. But I feel like you've got some nice profit on this trade. We're at the bottom of the range again. I think you've served your purpose.
Yeah, look at this big shadow. Bought it right back up. Broke trend. Curling. Reclaim the 9. This is a monster candle off the low.
Dude, the S&P, no matter which way you look at it, this is a monster lower wick.
Yeah, because now what you got is you're gonna have, like, look at this candle.
I mean, your SPX candle's crazy. Right off, you see that? I mean, right off of that gap fill area. Because that was so, like, when you see a red candle like the one to the left on the 17th, that right there that he's showing on the screen, that's where we closed the day. So the next day we gapped up and we never came back down and filled that gap. So you had an unfilled gap down there that we just filled, and you got an explosive reaction off of that.
Right.
Now, if we didn't get the explosive reaction, I would be looking for some continuation. But because you have an explosive reaction, you look for the reclaim into the range, and you look for it to traverse back to the middle or further. You also have those down sloping moving averages. You get really far away, so you don't typically get. And you can do this as a fun exercise for anybody.
Huge breakaway gap to the downside. You
Go
get
to your
from the moving averages.
Yeah, go to your, like, this is a good exercise, and I do this quite often, but anytime you can go to your daily, like your 9, it's one of the most, the most reactive EMAs that most people use, a daily 9 EMA. If you get 2 to 3% away from that on the S&P, you're usually going to get that rubber band effect somewhere. So like
Yeah, we were almost. I mean, you're 180 points, 170 points at the lows away from the 9 on the daily.
it reminds me of back like in October when we broke out the end of October. We got up in the same range. We were up 2 to 2.5% above the daily 9, and then we worked our way back down to it. You can see if you go to like October 27th, 28th, 29th, those 3 candles, you'll see you were very extended from your daily 9 moving average, and you worked your way back towards it. Now, obviously, those 2 points meet, so like you have to kind of see where do they meet.
It's kind of the same to the upside too, right?
Yeah, same. It's the same exercise either way. It's just or Bollinger Bands. Like if you use Bollinger Bands, it's the exact same thought process.
Here. Let's throw those on because I haven't looked at those in a while. I usually do when we start to get a little bit extended. But I mean, yeah, even on the daily,
look, you got way outside the Bollinger Band.
Way outside on the wick, like
right crazy. Back into the inside of it today.
Right.
That's a beautiful. And I don't use Bollinger Bands a lot, because I just use the EMAs because I'm just more familiar with them, but it's the same concept. Anytime you get overextended either way, you revert back towards the middle a lot.
Yep. Very much so. Just like back here, I think we talked about this a while ago, but you got extended outside to the top side of the Bollinger Band. So what do? You snap back in once you start moving candles outside of them in same way here. So yeah, the other thing too is if you look at where this daily candle is forming now, where are we though? Price is below all of this right now, right? So let's just say we close somewhere in this neighborhood, right in here, maybe slightly lower towards 6,800. You're below this, what I would say is now, in my opinion, overhead supply below the 6,840, 6,850. Because this starts to become, you broke away, expansion of range, which is what we had, got really far from the 9. Now either could we go sideways here, maybe let the 9 catch up, or do we springboard tomorrow, take this high out? Whatever today's high is, if this is it, if it's already in for the day, we got an hour and a half left, there's no doubt that if we get a move above, right now it's 68.33, if we get a move back above that, that's going to be a buy. For sure. You'll go test it. You can go right through it. And then you could think, what's your target tomorrow? Probably the 9 or the back of this trend line. That's what I'd look for on a move up tomorrow.
I do want to just shout out 350 people in here hanging out with us today. Big shout out to the crew on here trading with me. I've been live pretty much all day. Had different people come in and out throughout the day. We got Jordan KC here with us this afternoon. Frank and Will were here this morning. Maple hanging out a little bit. Mid-morning trading as well, hitting some nice trades. Trying to bring you guys analysis to the market, breaking news, everything that's going on, live trading, education, all the above. We don't ask much from you guys. Obviously, we just love that you're here. Love that you're part of the Wolf Pack. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Hit that like button. Helps get us out there in the algo. And the only thing I'll ever tell you is, hey, be a friend, tell a friend. Tell others about us. Let them know where you're hanging out each and every day, trading live here with us on YouTube, X, wherever you're watching us from. We appreciate you tuning in. And shout out to our sponsors. Leverage Shares, obviously, shouted them out this morning. 2X Leverage Tickers. They've got more than anybody in the game. They also have the best expense fees that you'll find. So make sure you check out leverageshares.com. Read the prospectus. Don't dive in. Do your education on 2X Leverage Tickers, but definitely put those on your radar. Some really interesting ones. As we do dip, if you get this squeeze back up, if you're worried about the option side of things, pretty straightforward. 2X Leverage tickers on almost any ticker out there in the market. Check them out. NVIDIA, Palantir, Hood. There's so many different great ones right there. Leverageshares.com. Shout out to the sponsor. Shout out to all of you guys. Can I do next time? Can I do analysis in the Matthew McConaughey voice?
All right.
Dude, I wish I could do a good Matthew McConaughey. I'd have to practice.
I never thought I'd really be here driving a Lincoln.
Look, there's only two. There's only two really good cars that they've ever made: the Lincoln and the Cadillac. And I tell you what, both of those two cars, they're just great for everything that you want to do. And boy, I tell you what, you put a good pair of Longhorns right there on the front of it, drive yourself down to Austin. Go down to the campus right there. You'll be a hot shot on that campus, all right?
Damn right.
Yeah, I mean, look at where we're stalling here, by the way. What do? Overextension, move right back, right into this. Look at this auto drawn on the chart. You got this red resistance zone in here. We wicked right into it, and now we're pushing away from it.
I was in that long when we ripped out of that like 650, 660s.
Right when I had to
And I was
leave
watching.
my house.
It was probably right when you were like trying to pull back in. But I was watching that the SPX 6800. We like just topped into it multiple times. But we got a similar buy reaction on the big pullback. We got a similar buy reaction,
here.
excuse me, than as we did yesterday. It was right around that 640, 610 level. That area on NQ. On ES, it was that same, 6790 down in that range. We had a same huge buy reaction off that area. It was similar to yesterday. I was like, okay, I'm going to take the chance that we don't just triple top here into 6,800. And I was like, risk reward wise, if you blow through 6,800, you'll see a big expansion move above that. And sure enough, we got about a 30-point ripper on ES and SPX. I bet KC was watching that too. He probably saw the options just going crazy as soon as.
And it was really, I mean,
that.
we stalled at 6,800 right into this low right here. So you came into 68 and you just kind of hit this low from, was that yesterday? Yeah, got it. Feels, yesterday's low.
Yeah, it was previous session low and 6,800 was the same. It was the same exact spot. And so once you blew
Kinda
through
did this
that,
and curled
it was
right
a
on the 9
beautiful
and then boom. And where does it take you? Right to the next resistance zone, which is, I would say, a little bit more meaningful because you got some more structure in here that's at the bottom of basically the bottom of all this stuff now is what you're running into. So you broke away from this to the downside. Now what are you doing? You're rallying back up again and you're testing. This is all resistance in here. You got a lot of overhead supply to work through.
yeah, we were also holding the 21 on the 5-minute as confluence on that trade earlier. I noticed, I was like, okay, ES is fighting with previous session low, getting it as resistance, but we had NQ that reclaimed it and held above it as support. So took my chances on the upside. I liked the risk reward that way.
Yeah, look in here. Where do we come back to? Hourly 9. Here's your hourly 9. You wicked into all this overhead supply, and now you're just stalling right here. I mean, it would make sense, if you did push away from here and you refilled some of this. I mean, if you just took a fib, we don't have that much left in the day, but could you get a
Time
move
for a
back
nice
to
cold
6,800?
Coca-Cola.
Sure.
Oh, imp. I got my
6,800, 68, 67, 86, 38.
I got my guy.
What did I just get? That's the real question.
We'll set
are
this
these
up.
polos? What'd you get? Sorry,
I
Jordan.
just got my Rode mic stand.
Oh, nice. Nice.
You got polos?
I think so. I don't know. It says it went through customs, and
Yeah, I didn't. Never saw the message for any of those when Yashna sent it in Slack, so I won't be having any of those polos, unfortunately.
Oh no way!
I'm sure they're sick though.
Got a live unboxing right now.
Live unboxing with Emp. Let's go.
Throw yourself up on the screen. Let's see it. Can we see? Oh, no, Wolf Polo.
Oh, nice polo. Oh, I'm jelly now.
This is
Who's got the hoodies? I need a Wolf hoodie. I gotta get one.
Oh, this is.
Dude,
It's
yeah,
Adidas too.
Talk to Gav.
You gotta send me a Wolf.
We're in the background right now. There's a merch store that's being worked on.
Yes.
Just to call that out, there's a merch store being worked on in the background right now. Oh, 2 packages. This Amazon guy knows me at this point. Well, the first one was an Amazon one.
The reversal indicator, that previous 5-minute on SPY, signal to sell. You're getting the continuation now.
Yeah, breaking through that support level. 700 is going to be the key spot. That's where like the real bottom of that value area is on NQ.
That candlestick right there, baby.
There it goes. 1
There
minute.
it goes.
Back here at 102. That's 30 minutes ago, and here was the
Quit
retest.
playing with me.
Yeah.
I just sent a freaking tweet too with the SPY chart, and right after that, it printed a sell. This would have been a better post.
Oh, Jordan, this is so I can plug headphones in.
Nice.
Now I just need a pair of headphones.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a trim spot. Don't be greedy.
It's kind of crazy. I'm wearing a polo shirt today. Either way, I love golf polos. Or just like
They are
the
great.
athletic polos. It's just like it's literally the optimal clothing. You look nice, but you're still fresh and comfortable. Literally fits like any event. But yeah, we're working on a full merch store for everything. We have a lot of irons in the fire. We'll just put it that way right now. SPX, I wonder if the 6800, if they flush out some of the gamma there, or if they want to just pin it there. About an hour and 20 left.
I mean, I really think what you're doing here is. Let me turn this off. I just think realistically, like, what did we do? We just wicked into all this stuff right here, all these lows. You know, this, I would say right now, back to the balance conversation, is here's your balance range. Like this.
I just looked at Toast for the first time. Holy. That's a really good area that it popped out of.
Toast?
Yeah. Did you guys talk about that one earlier?
I don't think we did.
So this chart looks similar to one of the ones that you guys were showing earlier. Maybe it was Pan W. Like right before I was harping down some lunch. Look at this Toast chart. Hit the daily on that Toast.
Ooh, that's a big stick. Inverted head and shoulders.
Big
right
stick,
there.
inverted head and shoulders, clear as day. I mean,
yeah.
I honestly like the way Casey was describing the dumpster dive stocks the other day, and then the way I saw, like I just glanced over and saw, I literally thought this is the one that you guys are talking about, because this is like textbook what Casey was looking at down here when he sees this. If you go to the weekly, you had a big hammer on the 200 week, and then open up this week and hold it right on the low. I like every bit of that chart. Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Big stick here. Big stick here. Trump.
Ooh, Trump headline.
Trump. U.S. Navy will be escorting the tankers.
So oil's probably going to get rugged. There we go. There it is.
Let me read this True Social post out, but this is part of the fears. Effective immediately, I have ordered the United States Development Finance Corporation, DFC, to provide at a very reasonable price political risk insurance and guarantees for the financial security of all maritime trade, especially energy, traveling through the Gulf. This will be available to all shipping lines if necessary. The United States Navy will begin escorting tankers through the Strait of Hormuz as soon as possible. No matter what, the United States will ensure the free flow of energy to the world. The United States' economic and military might is the greatest on earth. More actions to come. Thank you for your attention to this matter. President Donald J. Trump.
Damn.
I assume we're going to get a stick on that.
We got a stick on that.
We should. That's the biggest risk to the economy and to the market.
Yep. And I would think they would probably try to rug oil.
I'll be back.
With weapons.
Yep. There goes oil. I shorted 75, 73.75.
I've got to get oil pulled up on
Trading
on trade
24 now. Trading 17, trading 70. I'm gonna trim some here oh my, I can't even trim it so fast. We'll take it 03. There we go. Ooh, that was nice.
Dude, I saw the Dom light up like a Christmas tree over here, and I was like, "There's something coming out."
Fill the piece at. I'm gonna leave the stop at break even. Filled the first piece at 73.10. So we're still wicking lower. I don't think I low ticked it, but I got close. 72.95 was a low tick. I'm gonna leave the rest to stop at break even and see if we keep going. But I'm short from 75. So right here on that break.
This
Ooh,
could
come
actually
on.
pump us higher across the market here.
Yeah. They just rugged all the juice out of the calls too in oil. I mean, these oil premiums just got smoked to the upside. They're probably hitting like Exxon and Chevron would be my guess. Yep. There they go. XLE, the whole complex. Nat Gas would be the other one too. That was already selling off a little bit. Oh, what about insurance? Did you see something about that?
Well, he said he's gonna have the United States Development Finance Corporation (DFC) to provide reasonable priced insurance for these tankers.
Yeah, because Lloyd's of London is capping it. They're not doing it.
I think he may pop up even a little bit higher here.
Yeah, I think you could.
I think in Q you may go see these 850s.
Oil 72.50 now.
Yeah, look at this.
We're over $1.
You're long off the EMAs right here for New Hive Day. All right. For anybody that didn't hear, let me just read out the True Social post again here real fast for everyone. Effective immediately, I have ordered the United States Development Finance Corporation, that's DFC, to provide at a very reasonable price political risk insurance and guarantees for the financial security of all maritime trade, especially energy, traveling through the Gulf. This will be available to all shipping lines. If necessary, the United States Navy will begin escorting tankers through the Strait of Hormuz as soon as possible. No matter what, the United States will ensure the free flow of energy to the world. The United States' economic and military might is the greatest on earth. More actions to come. Thank you for your attention to this matter. President Donald J. Trump. If you got long down there on this reaction, we'd be trimming into these 820s, 830s. Your target should be 850s or so. You've got a pivot point that's untouched up here since last night. You've got about a three cluster of different fibs that all line up here as well. You are hitting the backside of the trend line on ES, though. That's the only thing to be cautious on here.
Yeah, SPY just hit that same zone again from Friday low. But if you're looking for, what time is it? 2:43.
Hour and 20.
If you're looking for a power hour squeeze play, potentially watch Tesla. Tesla is kind of lagging a little bit. It had a pop up at 9:30 this morning. and then had the dip down with the market at 1045. It's not back up near those highs yet. It's been consolidating. It is building a 15 and 30-minute squeeze. You do have about $5.8 million worth of calls. Some of them, larger orders, have came in within the last hour on $600 calls for 7/17/2026. A little bit larger size. So watch the 15 and 30-minute mainly on Tesla. The 30-minute should be showing you a squeeze that is literally at the zero line right now. And you've had bullish divergence even with the drop that it had from pre-market, and MACD is also positive. So keep an eye on Tesla for the 30-minute.
Lasso, the difference here is the news headline was posted earlier. The Trump administration is now considering using military force. However, Trump just posted it on Truth Social to make it official. That's the difference between a speculation headline and a confirmed headline. That's why there's a bigger reaction now.
Yeah, here we go. New highs coming in
Come on,
hot.
give us a new high. Come on, push through, NQ. Just push through. Go ahead and take. There it is. Boom. Taking some covers into 840 right there.
Send this bad boy.
Give me 846.
For anyone out there who, for whatever reason, maybe missed the long, or you're a perma bear, or you just think we're, I don't know, potential war news like this should be negative and selling the market. If you take kind of all that bullshit off and put it to the side and just look at the chart and technicals and look at the internals and don't trade with feelings, you would have seen today for SPY since 10:42 a.m. this morning, that is now 4 hours ago, your puts premiums have been drifting lower since then, and calls have been rising. So in my opinion, it's, if you're going to fight this thing, then short scalp it at key areas of resistance. But I mean, sellers are not coming to sell this thing, and buyers are very, very much in control for the last 4 hours, and they still are in control. And I mean, I still think we're going to push up higher. Also, just got to learn on DraftKings. That means my $25 calls from the Friday swing are about to be in the money.
850 trim just hit.
Dude, oil
Let's go.
71.90 now.
Easy 50, 60 points there.
I might grab Tessie. A little fun end of day move. I got to go check this DraftKings. See what we got. DraftKings, 65%. Woo! Almost in the money. Nice job, Spoonie. $700 on the day. Bang, bang.
That candle on USO as well. If you that was a 3% down move in a 15 minutes span.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, DraftKings dumpster diver trade is fucking ripping. Who even trades DraftKings down here?
Dude, Service Now is on fire too, up 5%.
Dude, that's somebody in the chat was telling me that earlier. I missed that one. It was like one of the few green names this morning.
Yeah.
What, Service Now?
Yeah, Service Now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That and Microsoft.
Team is also up 6%.
Yep. All the software names got bids today. In a nice way.
What's Adobe doing? Adobe was looking good earlier when I was looking at that, and PanW. Oh,
Adobe made a nice move.
Yeah, Adobe's still cruising.
Yeah, all the software. If you look at
We'll just go to IGV.
IGV. Look at that.
IGV looks great. If it can clear If it clears 84, this thing can really get moving.
Yes, sir. And it's going to be powered by Copilot, Microsoft. But yeah, I mean, this thing.
I think IGV makes a nice move in the coming couple weeks, as long as the market
perfect
holds
double
here.
bottom right here at 76. These levels were drawn out. Boom, boom, boom. Triple bottom. And you reclaim the 9. You've had green candles the last 4 days, and now you're getting. I mean, this thing, there's no doubt IGV could run all the way back up to 95. Back to this resistance zone for sure. Maybe the 50. I mean, 50 would be your first stop. You got a big gap between the 50 and the 21. Do something for me.
21. DraftKings is cents away from filling the gap for the $25 calls from March to get in the money. You should have runners only by this point. They're free. What a hell of a daily chart.
Semi's still not.
You know what I miss? I miss sports betting. I haven't sports bet on anything in like
There's nothing to bet on.
like the Super Bowl or before. It's just been
Right.
so terrible. This time of year, dude, just sucks. Like
Semis.
March Madness, maybe. I don't know. NBA is just brutal.
I like March Madness. It's always fun. I
love March Madness.
It's fast.
We'll have to
paced.
do a bracket competition on here.
Wolf.
I'm better at basketball sports betting than football. I love basketball. I fucking suck for football.
Materials breakaway. Whoa.
All right, I'm flat on that little push down there. I don't hate the continuation, but I wanted to lock in. We rejected the area I wanted. You're right at trend lines. You're right at a lot of things here, so I'm cool with calling it right here. 10 minutes till power hour. But I think you get the move. It's just at this point you've run so far that your probabilities start going down.
Look at Amazon. Damn.
Is it over 211?
It's at 209 right now. It's going
Okay.
back to the top of the range.
I'm gonna tell you a trade I do like. You probably go out to next week and do some type of fly. You could do broken wing fly. Do like you could probably buy like the 215 here. Sell the 227 and a half if they have those. Or maybe the 225 into this 200 day. You could do that. That's what I would do. Buy the 215, 10 wide, and then you could spread it off and go 10 higher. Just do a straight fly, actually, if you want to do it that way. That'd be a great trade to target this meat of this move. Yep.
I have a new indicator I want you to look at.
Okay. What do you got?
Because you're an RSI guy.
Yeah.
So go to the Discord.
Yeah, let me open it up. Hold on.
And then at the very top of Discord, there's a new channel called Casey Trades Tools. Go click in there.
Why is my Discord not loading? Hold on a second.
Hey, quick question. Any of you know how to see like the performance on Trade-O-Vate?
Like the journal? Is that what it's? Oh, yeah. It's
It's-
in. Yes. I looked at it yesterday. Like gives you all like the profit, like profit factor, like all that stuff.
Yeah, just like your performance.
Yeah, it's in
Is it
Trade-O-Vate.
under? Reports on the right side. Go to reports,
Oh, okay.
and then it says you can click on your account and it says performance. It just shows your daily P&L, and then you can download the CSV of the PDF. You can review your orders, position history.
Does
There's
it
that
doesn't have like some type of graph or whatever? Like,
You know,
Hold on. If I download the PDF, let me see what it looks like.
I don't want to restart my computer, but I'll have to look at it later. My Discord won't load. I don't know why.
Short Discord if it ever IPOs.
I guess I click on it, it doesn't load. I don't know why. This happens every once in a while.
Yeah, there it is. So you have to download this the PDF file. I just downloaded mine. So then it'll tell you all trades, profit trades, losing trades, winning versus losing trades on a pie graph, P&L history, and then P&L.
Is this on Tradeovate or Tradeify?
Tradeovate.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah. So you just got to go to performance, click your dates. I just did today and download PDF. It gives you everything right there. Shows your P&L
Live trade.
with fees, without fees, time of day where you made the most money.
Do you trade in Tradeovate or do you just have a link to your trading view?
I have to trade in Tradeovate because I use their copy trader.
Got it. Okay, got it. Reports. Oh, I see it right there.
Let's see.
This month.
Winning trades today, 85%. Break even 5, losing trade 10. Let's go. My total profit was on winning trades was $581. My total loss was $44.75. Let's go.
Oh, this is pretty sweet.
Mine's not even showing up. Like when I click
Let's see.
download it, it just doesn't go anywhere.
On mine, it went to the top of my web browser with the little circle with the arrow that's pointed down for downloads.
See, I'm on the
I'm on Mac.
I'm on Mac too, but I'm on I have the desktop app for Tradeovate.
Oh, see, I do not. I do not use that.
Let me
It says
try.
everything. How long you were in the trade too? That's wild.
You should see what mine is. Tell me you're not a scalper when your fucking longest trade is 2 minutes
Yeah.
and your average winning trade is less than 60 seconds.
In this account, my average trades. This one is 33 minutes is my average time.
Dude, that's insane. What? Where does it take? Where's the average at? Hold on.
Oh, is it because today's not over? Is that why it won't download this?
No, I just downloaded mine for today. For March 3rd.
No, I did like year to date. I went to I hit reports and then you just do the date and I hit go. And so don't download it. It'll just do it on the web version.
Oh, I can just hit that go button right there. I didn't
Hit the
fucking see
go
it.
button
Oh.
and then you don't have to download it. It just-
Yeah, it's all right here on the screen. Look at that.
yeah, it's all right there. That's also what are you guys doing?
Yeah. I was doing extra work for no reason. All right, SPY just hit the top of the zone at 682.52. Still
Mine doesn't.
rejecting and closing underneath.
Mine doesn't show up.
If you hit the go button, it doesn't work.
No, it just stops.
Bro, that's insane. My my trade time's 2 minutes and 21 seconds. That's fucking wild. All right, that's on this account. What about this one?
I had a good one in Apex. I don't gotta log
I
in
hit
all-
go and it just sits here.
I mean, these are copy
Too many
trades, so they
trades.
should be that
Too many
insane.
trades you got. Cannot compute. Start smoking.
All right, I gotta jump because I gotta go host Stocks and Spaces because Evan's traveling.
Later, Gator.
All right, brother. Have a good one.
I'm trying to view it on the web design, but it's just not showing up.
Okay.
$3.
Eval. I gotta pass these evals. I don't even remember what they were. 6 grand profit target. All right. Well, I got 1,000 of it today. 1,500 actually.
Hey, that's what I got today. Was 1,000.
I could have caught a really good ripper off the low, but I had to leave. Of course,
I should have made well over $2,000 on these accounts. But as you can see from my longest trade time, or my average trade time, it being 2 minutes and 21 seconds.
What is that? Micro scalping they call it or something? Can't be a micro scalper.
That's insane.
Trado bait.
Dude, it's just like I just hit those zones. Well, this morning the candles were so big on Qs and MNQ. I was catching 50, 60 points. I mean, within literally seconds. You snipe a freaking trade, and within the same 5-minute candle, you were catching 50, 60 points easily. I watched one of them go 100 points after I closed it at 60. Freaking insane. I just market buy the shit out of like 10 or 12 contracts. And then every 20 points, I'm just sell two, sell two, sell two, sell two until I'm done. How do I download this? But Will, whenever you do get the Discord, pull it up.
I'll pull it up. And I'm gonna
check out that indicator.
I'm gonna have to reset. Go ahead.
Discord's been stupid all week, dude. We've had so many issues.
I think I gotta restart my computer and then I just won't. Like I click on it to try to load, it won't load.
But I built an indicator that will automatically
bullish
plot
divergence or bearish.
Yeah, it'll plot a line on your price action chart.
Oh,
yeah. Like so you don't have, so you never have to look at an RSI indicator ever again. So all of that right there, because I use the same thing, that bearish divergence right there, and then the bullish divergence that's right there, it'll plot that on the chart above with the line.
I see.
To show you those things. And then also whenever they get oversold or overbought, it puts an arrow on there as well.
Ooh, I like that. That's slick.
Here, let me.
It's nice to have, if you want to share, go ahead and share your screen.
Here, yeah. Window, we'll just do my main one right now. All right, like see right here, it plots this green line.
Oh yeah, I see it.
Yeah, and then so it follows the price action whenever, and then it'll put a signal, a little green arrow when the RSI drops under 30. And then if you look at your RSI right here, you see how it says bullish divergence right here?
Yeah.
So even though price action was going lower, when it detects that the divergence right here, there's bullish divergence on it, and it'll plot that trend line right here, just letting you know, hey, price action is going lower, but it's telling you the indicator on RSI is saying bullish divergence right there. And then it was oversold as well at 30, and then obviously you try to look for reversals. And then I have a zones indicator that line up right there too.
Yeah.
So then like right here. So earlier I took this for a little short scalp. So came up to this zone right here, red sell right there. So RSI went over 70, caught a little scalp down. When SPY bounced and went up even higher right there, you had bearish divergence on the RSI. So it automatically drew that line right there, letting you know price action went higher, but RSI did not, and there's bearish divergence. And then boom, rejected the zone, still slammed straight back down, same short scalp. And then you can, works on any indicator, any time frame. So I can go here, I can go to your daily on SPY. Look, it'll show you all those bearish divergences right up here at the top. See? Bearish divergence, sell off. Bearish divergence, sell off. Bearish divergence, sell off, all right there. Automatically plots it on the chart for you.
Yeah, that's nice. I like that.
Yes, sir.
That's a great tool.
I'm trying to get all the stuff that I use on my subcharts. I don't want to keep looking at them and clicking on and off. I want them plotted directly on my price action. And I want it to follow and track the price action on any time frame that I move to. This was the move essentially that I took earlier from that green
mugged.
arrow.
Get mugged.
From that one
That's for
to
chase
that
trades.
one.
That's funny.
Like here, let me see what meta looks like. I had it marked earlier. Right here. See, look. Meta, bullish divergence, pre-market bounce. I said bearish divergence here, sold back off. And then look, from this low of pre-market to where it broke down here, tracked the bullish divergence on the RSI, ripped it back upside. And then look, every time RSI got overextended, red arrow right up here at the top, and start looking for pullbacks every single time in the stock. So you get both. You get overextension both ways and divergence is plotted directly on the price action. I think NVIDIA had something similar right here. Yeah, look at NVIDIA. Bullish divergence here off the low, rip back up. Bearish divergence, price action was higher, pull back down, and then I actually didn't chart it, but it did it again. Price action went higher, bearish divergence again, slammed it straight back down. Automatically does it all for you right there. We're cooking.
What's up, Gov?
What's up, everybody?
What's
up, Gov?
Not much. Casey, Will, I see you there somewhere.
I'm here. I'm not on video, but I was earlier.
Yeah,
I had to go to the city earlier, and I missed the big long trade
yeah, you
from the
did.
bottom that I called out. I caught the first piece, and then we retested it and went dramatically higher. But I was had to take my wife to the doctor in the city, so I missed it.
Oh, okay.
Hurt.
Yeah, I was eyeing that area, the 370 to 410 area in the NQ, and I initially respected my stop, took a little 25, 30 point, and I'm like, this is a failed breakdown. This is a failed, and then it did come back and retest that area again. So
Yeah,
I was able to take it. I got, I had decent size on, and size on to garner the net 200 points. I ran out of bullets above the 650 area.
Yeah, I called it out, and then we were on stream this morning, that 6720 in SPX, which was that swing low from back in December. And we went right to it. We wicked about 10 points below it, and then we had a nice reversal right off that area. I sold some credit spreads down there.
Oh, nice.
Got long some futures.
Nice.
About 20, 30 points, but then I had to get off. So, but that was
I
all right.
know. I gotcha. I had to do with a similar sort of thing. I had to cart the wife around on Friday with some medical stuff, so I had no problem missing the trade.
Yep. But it was no good. So I think, like, what are your thoughts? Like, here's where we are. Like, I pulled this up on here. I'm gonna reshare my screen real quick.
Yeah.
Here's what I'm thinking. So, like, for me, like, I talked about this yesterday. Like, we were in this balance range that was kind of tight, and obviously we've broken away out of balance. You get expansion of range, right? And now all we're doing is we got extended from the moving averages, and now we're just basically testing the lower end of this balance range is kind of what I see. We wicked into these lows kind of here and here and here. So you got some overhead supply still below, call it 6850. What do you think of? Like, what do you think?
The first thing that comes to mind, because I was on the SPX, kind of had I'd a line drawn at that 6719 from back on 17th of December. But I'm also looking at how NASDAQ, respects its level. So I look for that correlation, and then I watch an expansion or a contraction of the ratio between ES and NQ to kind of get a stronger tell for failed breakdown or such. But I pretty much see the same thing here. I see just kind of this like a bit of a Maginot line between 68.28 and 68.36, and it just looks, I can just see, and it ends up coinciding roughly with what today's high at this point, right? You can see that 68.37. What's the spread, like 10? So it's about 47, just shy of 50 on the ES. So I see this as well. What I also see is the lack of participation in the area that we just traveled through from that long. I see a high potential for, especially in this geopolitical environment, right? For possibility the next few days. We know we actually do have a bit of data the next few, ADP tomorrow.
Jobs on Friday too. I think that's been
non-farm unemployment, but I think, I think I wouldn't be surprised if we have another rotation back down into the low from today. I wouldn't be surprised if we start to auction in this area, fill that area in. So I think it's I think it's defined pretty well. And above this 36 SPX, so add 10, so 46.50 in the ES above that area would kind of portend to go back in those highs. But in this geopolitical environment, I just don't see that. I just don't see it. I wouldn't be surprised if sellers come in overnight, and a lot of the automated strategies absolutely killed it last night. I was looking in ClearEdge. Some guys just absolutely minted with the automatids on the shorts.
Well, you're back into the lower end of this balance, but the big thing is you got you got your high. I mean, if you just look at this, you got lower highs continual,
Mm-hmm.
then you got another lower high, then you have a breakaway outside of the balance area to the downside to a key level. You wick off that, and then you go right back to the bottom of the balance. And does this put in another lower high from here? It's like, to me, it's like you almost want to fade into this unless we get some news tomorrow that we rip and like bullish engulf and reclaim all the way back up to 6,900. You got to be back above 6,900 to even consider going to the upside, but I just don't see it. If anything, I think you could consolidate in here and then rotate back down.
I totally agree. I'm kind of eyeing that. I'm looking at SPX right now. I'm kind of eyeing the 68.94 if we get a move back in, and that would kind of get back in and fade against that trend line that you've drawn. And that would be roughly.
Yeah, if you look at this, we wicked just over the. There was a little news there, but basically right into the 4-hour 200. But once again, it's like you got a low here, the 6,800 or 6,875 here, another one here, and then you blasted through it, and then you reclaim it, and now it's just like you're kind of at this, right at this lower end of this this range, just 35 to 40 to, I'd really say 68.50 is probably the line in the sand somewhere, but
what is that 100-day or 200-day?
That's a 200 on the 4-hour.
Yeah,
that's a 200.
I'm on a 4-hour too.
Yeah,
I highly respect the 4-hour. That gives me my 50,000-foot view to start the day off.
Yeah, just kind of where you're at. So
exactly.
I think again, big picture, big time frame is you're making lower highs. You've been consolidating. You broke out of this balance. You're reclaiming right back to kind of where you failed from. And then the question is, do we continue to rotate outside of this? And then if you really go to you start looking at the weekly time frame, what are you doing? You're just continuing to make lower high, look at this box, below the 9 weekly. Now you put in a big shadow, but nothing good happens when you're under the 21 weekly. You start to, really, I think in the big picture, is this the start of a rotation down to, this 6,500 area, 6,550, and then do we ultimately come back and look at these highs at 6,150? Is that out of the question? I don't think so. I don't think that's unrealistic. It'd be healthy if we did that, I think.
Well, this be right about now where I start getting a headache. I start thinking too much.
Yeah, you're right. No doubt.
It's like just getting over the skis. It's like then I find it very difficult to participate in a trade at a larger time frame confluence level, because I start looking for too much information and I don't pull the trigger. So I'm not fading you or taking away from what you said. It's just that at that point it's just kind of hard to foresee. But I definitely see. SPX and NDX, we've got open gaps above from yesterday. It's like from yesterday at the open. So you've got that open right there. So there's a magnet, and you'll find some sellers there, and then into that 68, 70, and then into that just below the 6,900.
Yep.
Plenty of room for the rotation up. And again, just look at the big low volume area below where we traveled from the long this morning.
Absolutely. Right back to this range.
We'll let Nara talk about the automateds that performed quite well overnight.
Hey guys. Good afternoon.
What's happening?
What's up?
What's up? What's up?
Yeah, go ahead if you want to share. I'll unshare here. Go and
Chase said when we get the KC sound effect, we got it, brother.
You gonna make me trim?
It's already here, dude.
it's so good.
We already got it. We
Oh my
already got
god.
it. Is somebody?
I mean,
throwing up their phone?
I'm looking at like the daily charts, and I'll pull up my daily charts and
Yeah, go for it.
let's see. Let's do
Here
here.
we go. Gotcha.
All right. So I like to keep ES and Q right next to each other. We still haven't gone anywhere, and we haven't gone anywhere down. We haven't gone anywhere up. If you didn't know there was geopolitical things going on right now, would this chart shock you? Does this chart, is there an abundance of sell volume coming in today? More than normal? Is there, are we breaking any real key levels? Nope. Barely made it to the 200-day on the NASDAQ. Held. Do I think that we could see some sort of repricing of risks? Yeah. And I think there could be some further down. It's very possible. But what I see when I look at a daily chart is we're sort of in the same spot we've been in since October.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I have a hard time, thinking that we're going to really fall apart until, we do. I think that if you see ES break below maybe 67.50 would be sort of a area to watch. We sort of broke below that today and then reclaimed it for a really nice long for those that participate in the long. But yeah, I think that until we sort of break some key areas, because we've been sideways since October, all those moving averages are sort of converging a little bit, getting a little sticky and muddy. And I think it does look like there's a potential we could roll over, but it's certainly not a trade I'm going to put on because I don't have that confidence in it because there's nothing that's showing me, there's a real appetite for pulling risk off the table right now. I don't see that increased selling volume. I don't see that really breaking the major levels.
Yeah, and if you want, like when you obviously we got an elevated VIX, right? So
Sure.
if you want to hedge, or if you're looking to hedge when the VIX is elevated, you have to do it. The best way to do it is either do it by, if you can do it with ratio spreads, put ratio spread, or you do it with flies, broken wing butterfly or iron fly or something like that at
Right,
lower
so
levels.
That's what you're hedging. I'm not a big hedger. Right? It's not something that's ever really been in my repertoire. I just think it becomes a more complex equation because how much risk are you actually hedging and how good are you at actually doing the math on writing off the amount of risk that you're hedging and what upside are you willing to sacrifice with those hedges? And for me, that's something that's just not in my repertoire. I'm fully invested still. I'm very limited cash, which for me is somewhere around 10-12%, and that's what I stay at all the time. There are points where I've gotten up to 20-30% cash, but I haven't really been selling stuff. I did buy some stuff. What did I buy? I bought Palantir at like 125 a couple weeks ago. I bought some Bitcoin.
Bought some biddy, huh?
Yeah, I think I was on the stream with you guys when I did it a couple weeks ago, 2 weeks ago maybe. But yeah, I sure there's geopolitical risk and stuff, but yesterday and today, yesterday we came back to nearly flat. Got a really nice trade at the end of the day. Today sold off overnight, then just popped right back up like a spring.
The sell-off overnight was ridiculous. I wanted to catch that move this
I
morning.
crushed it, and I was fast asleep.
Yeah, I was.
One of the best
Touching
parts
it.
about automated trading is if you have your stuff tuned in well, and all the stuff I'm running right now is pretty good for trending markets, right? So you hire VIX, there's a potential you could get a downtrending market or an uptrending market. Maybe I'm not bearish enough. Guess what? Still don't care.
Yeah.
But I like when the VIX is elevated because you can get trending markets both ways. So this is what I was running last night. Let's see. I'm actually in a short right now from 24.826. And I'll exit here at 24.731. But yeah, these were my trades last night while I was asleep.
Oh, nice.
Shorted up here at what was this? 24.984, 985. Exited at 888. So essentially a 100-point trade. Took a little stop out here, and then took another short from 804. Exited at 709, and then shorted again at 712, and exited at just under about 90 points. So.
What strategy was that?
This is a new one that's going to be released on the marketplace probably this week or next week.
Is that Ranger one?
No, this is based on like 2 and 4 hour key levels and breaking of them. So it's more of like a support and resistance, to be honest, type of strategy. So it actually is something that's probably be more up your alley.
Yeah,
because it's very, very clean where it's going to stop out where, like, look at this trade it's in right now. This is a beautiful.
I was just about to say that sounds like something I would do, and I saw that it was in a short right there, and I have a resistance zone right up there that signaled a short as well.
I mean, that's money. That's a money trade. Like, it's going to stop out here at 24,869. It's essentially 2-to-1 risk. But yeah, this was I have this strategy trading 3 micros, and I was up like $3,000 overnight.
Solid.
That's
We
crazy.
love that.
And you know what? And there were some other people in Clear Edge that I think that had a different strategy on, and yet they were all up similar amounts of money.
Yeah.
I don't know what the other trade was.
Market Ninja took like 160 point long this morning, so it was in a short.
Oh, damn.
Stopped out, break even, and reversed long for 100.
And then it decided to cook.
I mean, it's taken 2 small stop out cents here and here, but strategy's still up very nicely today.
It's awesome.
Yeah, that new one that you got right there, I'm going to be highly interested in.
Yeah, so
that one right there.
It's actually the same folks that did another strategy that's in the marketplace, Kairos. So this one's called Kairos Key Levels, and you'll be able to buy it as an individual or bundle it with their other strategy. But this one's cool, and it tells you the metrics here. This strategy is only like 45% profitable, but it tells you it only needs to be 30% profitable to make money.
Yeah, because the RR.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a really
one of those
killer
perfect setups where every time it enters, your stop loss is literally either right above or right below. You don't have to look for places to average down and stuff like that. You will know quickly if you are right or wrong on those setups, and those are the ones that I love to trade every single
look at
day.
this. Look at these trades from last night.
Yeah.
Just money, right? So took a short here, stopping out above this area. but it gives it a little bit of room, which is nice. So same here. You know, I'd rather the stop be up here, but you can't be that picky with some automation stuff. I mean, this one too. Perfect risk reward setup. It's more like, what is it? Right now it's essentially, let's take out the ruler I know how to use now.
Let's go.
So
I love that you know how to
was
use that now.
A 94-point trade short. And it would have been, let's see, where's that stop? There. 44-point stop. So essentially 2-1.
Yeah. No, that's soft. What for the current trade that it's in right now for the short? What was the what did it see on the chart right there to go short?
It's probably some 4-hour level. I don't know.
I'm curious. I have a zone right here, but it's on SPY, and it's because of the Friday low.
I would think it's probably this high that it shorted. Was back below this high.
Okay.
All right, so I have a short here with the NQ simply off volume profile for the 24-hour session, because I can see kind of into Monday morning yesterday. This area, this 820 was a bit of a pause area, and I can see in the profile on the way down overnight that was a pause area of 820. So automatically, I'm looking at those two things in the shape of the profile, and I'm automatically getting short at that level because I can see that the volume distribution below and possibly a move back down into 24,680. Go fill in that low volume pocket. So different process, same level.
Yeah, that's what I was saying is for my current SPY chart where it's at right now, and I just told Will, I know he just had to leave, but I sent him a picture of it for this new indicator that I just started to incorporate that uses RSI and then hidden divergences. That chart right there on QQQ or NQ, that high that it had, and then that newer high that it just made, from that high to that high on the RSI, there was actually bearish divergence. So not only did it reject that zone on SPY, there was also bearish divergence right there, which signaled for a short. So it's kind of cool to see all the different reasons to go short up here across the board.
You want to see something cool is, so this is on YM right now. It's taken 8 of the 9 last trades have lost. All right. So this strategy is still, and I've been running it for a while now. So in the last 30 days, trading one YM contract, still up 17 grand.
Wow. That's awesome.
And this is only taking like $250 worth of risk per trade, 280.
Yep.
Wow.
That's
So,
awesome.
I mean, essentially another one that's really 2-1. And another strategy that this one's 47% profitable. And break even on it would be 34%. It's in a short right now too. So like these are setups in automation world. All right, so max win-loss streak, right? So the max win streak on the strategy has been 6 in the period I've tested. Max loss streak max win has been 7. Sorry, max loss has been 6. So right now we're 8 of the last 9. I'm probably doubling up on the strategy tonight. Just to play the numbers. No, what's it? You didn't announce in ClearEdge chat. What didn't I announce in ClearEdge chat?
Yeah, exactly. What didn't he announce?
Maybe the new strategy that you were talking about.
Or the new short.
Well, we're working on one issue with it that we found that needs to be fixed, and then it's going to be released. So probably another maybe day or 2.
I don't think I want to swing anything overnight in this market.
And you're right, whoever that is, that I did not post the stream. You would have trouble sleeping. I sleep like a baby.
With automation? No, just
Yeah, because it's all taken care of for you. It's
I sleep like a baby.
you got to
different
think
if you're
if-
running random positions that don't have a stop or
Hey,
something. But like,
yeah,
when you have a
but-
system that's playing out, you sleep good.
That's the thing is if he was up in the middle of the night behind his computer, he would manually be taking that trade anyways. That's the setup. That's the strategy that he looks for and likes to use. So the
Yeah.
fact that you get to go enjoy your sleep and let the freaking machine do it for you while you're catching some Z's, no, that's like perfect. That's what everyone almost dreams of.
Yeah. Yeah, it's nice. I mean, the best feeling in the world is sleep money.
You wake up in the morning, you're up $3,000 drinking your
Sleep
coffee,
money.
you still ain't
Oh,
done
no,
shit today.
today was a 5-figure morning.
Oh, let's go.
And he wasn't the only one up for 5. There were 2 or 3 others that had similar strategies.
Yeah, like this was the other one that I
for
ran
4 or 5
overnight.
grand.
I ran this on an account overnight. So RTY it shorted trusty roller. So what's that? 12 points.
Somebody's
on-
asking
on
if it works
RTY.
on prop firms. Almost all prop firms you can run a clear edge
Yeah.
on.
Pretty
You
much
don't gotta
all.
worry about that.
Yeah, so
Trying to
any
get accounts.
Clear Edge works with every prop firm that has Trade of 8, Project X, Ninja Trader. What other ones are there? I think that's
gosh.
pretty much it.
Yeah,
Um,
in terms of like the actual
working on a
connections.
connection to Rhythmic, but Rhythmic is, ugh,
Rhythmic is a gross platform,
it's awful.
but at least with automation, it doesn't matter what the platform looks
So
like.
I got an accidental funded account during testing of Rhythmic.
Oh, that's not so bad. We love that.
Can you guys see that?
Accidental funded.
This is my accidental funded account.
So this is Rhythmic, right?
yeah,
Yeah, this is god awful. Oh my gosh.
but it's automation. I'm not touching it.
Yeah, it don't matter. Exactly.
Like, what do I
Yeah.
care? But
Of course.
I think that this is pretty cool because I'm now up. I guess I was down a little bit yesterday. I don't even know let me see what strategy this is even running.
Hey, Carranza, Dan is at Nara Invest, NARRA Invest.
It's,
Let's see.
and you guys can follow
This
the
is
Clear Edge account
running-
too.
Oh, actually, this is running that NQ strategy. This one. So this is in that short right now.
This is Market Ninja, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oops, where did I? No, that's the Kairos one.
Or the Kairos, gotcha.
So you can see, and I can even keep this up, so you can see when it does exit. Obviously, it's only in one contract at the moment, one micro.
It's a nice
But-
short.
Being
Just
up-
failure
being
of the
up,
intraday high.
Right now is what? Just under $400 on one NQ micro. It's not bad for a funded account risk.
The volatility makes it that possible.
that-
you know what I
that-
mean? That's usually not possible. One micro, $400, like in that move. But with the volatility, it's very possible. You don't need to size heavy.
So, guys, we have the automation through Clear Edge Automation, and we also happen to manually trade because that's how we grew up trading.
Oh yeah, it's the best way to run it.
Yours is taking manual random trades again. Oh boy, back to the drawing board.
Oh.
Tommy's been building his thing for. Yes, it does work with Top Step. It actually works very well with Top Step.
What
Show you my Top Step account that is also in a trade right now. I just took out a bunch of money from this after they unbanned me from Hedgegate. So this is the same strategy. This is the same strategy short from 24/8/26.
Love it. Bringing in that money.
We can keep those two up there.
is
And I somehow got a bunch of new evals from Top Step that I didn't know I wanted. I must have forgot to hit rebill, so I got those, and I hit a target on them.
I'm getting letters from the IRS. Hate those guys.
Yeah.
That
They
sounds
suck.
fun.
They suck balls. No, I owe them $64.58.
So, what platform do folks typically use for automation? By platform, you mean brokerage? A lot of them. I really like Lucid. That's what this Rhythmic test account that I got was. I got an evaluation to test out our new Rhythmic connection that we've been testing, and I passed it, sort of
Nice.
accidentally. I was trading a strategy that is like a very aggressive 1 minute strategy, and I had it on like 4 contracts, micros, and it passed in like 2 days, 3 days. So it was not like really on purpose that I passed that one. I wasn't like really trying hard to pass it. I was actually running this strategy here, which takes a lot of trades.
Oh wow. That thing cooks.
Well, yeah, so that's how I passed this account. But when the market trends like it did here, right, this thing cooked all night.
Mm-hmm.
So I did that, and that's how I passed that account. And we'll see. I mean, this will exit. Both of these trades will exit here at around 4 if it doesn't hit the target.
And guys, when you go check out Clear Edge, make sure go look at the user chat, and you can easily glance in results, and you'll see things that occurred, both wins and losses that happened overnight or intraday. You'll see that, and the user chat is very engaging. So, I mean, this is an active thing that we've all been working on. I mean, Jordan's in there, KC's in there from a week ago or so,
Yes, sir.
and
Chat's amazing. I love the chat.
yeah, it's really engaging. Everybody helps everybody, so it's really cool.
Like definitely one of the best
And I think
rooms,
and
I think personally, just like rooms to be in. And I'm not talking like finding signal bots and bullshit like that, but like
Yeah.
actually having a room of people that are trying to help you. I think you guys have like genuinely one of the best ones.
Thank you.
and
I see it all the time.
Hey,
coupon.
whoever just said they're interested in signing up for Clear Edge, make sure you use that code WOLF. They'll get you a nice discount. Get a
Yes,
free
sir.
trial. All of our
Yeah, use that
strategies
code.
are available on the marketplace, and I've showed the marketplace on here. I'll do it again if you guys want to see it again. But they all have free trials, so you can test them all out and figure out what works for you. And then what we've been doing a lot of is once people sort of sign up and they get stuff running on their own, then they set up a call with myself or Lee or one of our support team who are excellent. They actually created this strategy here, but they're absolutely excellent and work with you to sort of figure out sizing and what makes sense. What is URL for Clear Edge? It is clearedge.trading. Clearedge.trading.
Yes, sir. I can throw it in the chat as well. 1 second.
But yeah, last night was just an absolutely killer night.
I gotta set up some more accounts with the Market Ninja.
Yeah,
I got a few, but I
like
want to
that
go heavier
strategy.
on that one. I like that one a lot.
That's a really good strategy. If you're like
Although now I want some of the Kairos too. I don't have any running Kairos at all.
Oh, you
I'm
should.
gonna regret saying it, but if you like ICT, like that market structure type strategy, like Ninja is.
Yeah, that's.
What is my favorite and most successful automation strategy at ClearEdge? Ooh,
I feel like it's
I
hard
mean
to.
the one I built is my favorite.
The OG one, right?
Yeah, it's Secret Lab. That's my strategy. I built that.
That one has the most data behind it, I would say, right? Because it's just been tested the
Yeah.
longest.
And it's been ran pretty much consecutively for 4 years.
I don't think you can sit back and say like just best though, because what does best mean? Like best performance,
Yeah, so, like,
best
everyone's
lasting,
gonna be
like longest
different.
lasting strategy that's kind of like
So I met
performing
with a
well in
guy
every
last
environment.
week who we were talking about, you know, and every time I do like a setup call or someone has like a they want to talk about what strategy or whatever it is, sort of my first question to people is what is your goal, right? And is your goal to really learn discipline and be able to sit and pass an evaluation in 20-30 days? Is your goal to essentially play the prop firm game? And we all, I think, know what the prop firm game means, which is you're pulling in more from your payouts than you're putting in your spend on evaluations and whatnot. I'm more of someone who I am of the belief that an evaluation doesn't pay me. And so I want to spend as little time as humanly possible on evaluation. And so my goal is obviously like pass an account or fail it within 2 or 3 days. Be aggressive enough where I can pass it or fail it in 2 or 3 days. Like Apex right now doing this 20 account thing is like heaven for someone like me, because I'm all about trying to pass the accounts as fast as humanly possible. And then throw 1 micro on. Look at my 2 funded accounts that you're watching right now. What size are they trading? This is a 150K account on Top Step. Trading 1 micro. Granted, I just took a big payout from that thing because I was mad about HedgeGate, so I just took as much as I could off the table. But I left about $900 left in the account, and I've been trading with 1 microcent. So most aggressive for passing evaluations, probably Kairos. Kairos on the 1 minute on NQ. Just takes a crazy amount of trades, but if you get a trending market like we got last night, it's just gonna bang 30-point trades one after another. You killed yours, Tommy? Yeah, so I actually tried to kill mine, but now it's back from the dead. And
From the dead.
yeah, I mean, I literally took out every single penny I could on a 150K account, left myself with a $900 buffer. And yeah, it's back from the dead. We're up about $500 today. 50% account day on the old.
Go.
Yeah. Let's see if we get a profit target here in the last 20 minutes. That would be a nice flush out.
It would be nice. I'm short from
day.
805, and I took a 70 scale. Looking for a move back into the
So what am I
700s,
short from?
715.
I'm short from 826 on this one. But yeah, so someone in our room today, I had probably the best quote about ClearEdge. He said, I want to read it. I'll actually see if I can find it here. Yeah, he said, Market Ninja hitting a monster while you're in a meeting that makes you want to quit your job is peak ClearEdge.
I agree. That's so funny.
Because I mean, 90% of our user base aren't full-time traders. They're people
No, they're
who are
working. They're doing their
full-time or,
thing. Yeah.
you know, have young kids or you know, I think that trading's really hard. I've come on these Tuesday spaces for a couple of years now, and trading's hard. And
It is, man.
I think tools like this can make it a little easier. It's not some magic sauce. You're not gonna pay us $99 or whatever it is, and all of a sudden you're gonna have $100 bills hitting you in the face. But you will probably get to the point where you can make some money out of the market. And our goal is, if you're 10xing your money on your ClearEdge subscription, I think that's a pretty good one. Pretty good
Well,
return.
more than anything else, it's just going to show you what actual
What good trading
looks
looks like,
like. Like there's a lot of people that have never seen it, like never seen that in their own accounts. They don't know how to
Yeah.
actually operate as a profitable trader. And when you see a strategy that maybe only trades, 3 times this week, but took amazing trades or whatever, and just watching a system that works, whether or not it trades a ton or not, whatever system it is, watching something consistently kind of do the same thing over and over conditions you to do the same thing, right? So I think
And
it's
you
just
guys are
really
looking at
proving that to
two
people.
funded accounts trading right now, same strategy. 2 different platforms. I have right now, including Top Step, that I didn't think I was going to still have after that whole debacle. Because I used to have 5 funded accounts at Top Step. I no longer do. I only have 1 there. And I'm up to 4 at Lucid now.
Nice.
And 2 at Apex.
You can
Yes.
have up to 5 on Lucid, right?
You can have up to 5.
Jordan, which is your favorite prop firm now? And KC, the same.
Honestly,
Is that a new one?
Apex might be up there for me now.
I think Apex is just it's my first love. So, your first love.
I didn't
So
even
I
like
always
Apex
love
to
it.
start with, but with end of day drawdown is cool. I don't care much about end of day drawdown. It's more just now they're doing 100%
Oh, I care about that.
profit split. The way I trade, I'm never really affected by trading.
For
drawdown,
automation,
so-
end of day drawdowns a must have because
for automation,
you're gonna have peaks and troughs. You do
it
not
makes
want
sense.
an intraday drawdown on automated trading. It's a death sentence because
Yeah,
you're
it
gonna
makes
have red
sense.
days. It's like 100% guarantee you're gonna have red days.
Yeah, I would say
But-
Apex or Tradeify are my top. But I gotta try Lucid. I haven't tried Lucid yet.
I like Lucid. I tried Alpha for a while with you, Jordan. I
like
I
Alpha.
was someone who always
A
really
lot of
liked Project X. I even though Project X is slower on Clear Edge than Tradeovate is. Tradeovate's really, really fast.
Yeah,
I mean, I can show you some of the speeds that we're getting on
I do like Tradeivate. That's where I'm trading mostly.
Tradeovate. So let's see. Do I have Tradeovate up? Yeah. So these are my. Oh no, do I have? I don't know if I can share my VPS from. Well, this is actually. I can share my account log. So I can show you this. So this is Clear Edge. This is Apex. One of these hit profit target earlier. This one and this one actually both hit profit target earlier. So those are off now. I have not activated my 2 fundeds yet that I've done, but I mean, these are pretty good times. 229 milliseconds, 304, 215. This is Rhythmic. So Rhythmic is either the fastest at 178 or the slowest at 1358.
That's
So
funny.
right now we have no consistency. Look at this one. 2200 milliseconds and then 200.
Interesting.
We have
That's so
a
weird.
variance that is a little extreme on Rhythmic at the moment. We will work on it and get back to you. But what's going on? Let's get profit target.
Yeah, we're probably going to get a
Let's
bit
get
of a.
profit target for the kids.
Yeah, we're
Get
probably
them
gonna
profit
get a flip of
target. Come on.
probably going to get a flip of the VPOC here too. It's now down at 492,
Give it to him.
and then if we can remain under that and maybe get a push, I'm working 720, just above that 713 area.
Any payout problems or denials at Apex? I have had 0 payout problems or denials at Apex. I have had 1 payout problem and denial at any prop firm, and it was Top Step.
And that was 2 weeks ago.
Yep. When they accused me of hedging 40 minutes apart.
40 minutes apart.
I went long and stopped out, and 40 minutes later, I changed my mind and I went short, and that was not okay. And I deeply regret it. And they tried to steal my money. But justice prevailed, Jordy.
Justice prevailed, baby. Let's go. It's too funny, man.
Is Emmett back in Mexico or is he still in Arkansas?
Is back in Mexico. He'll be coming out to Puerto Rico in about 2 weeks.
Oh, okay. Oh, nice.
He'll be staying a few days with me.
Cool.
See if we get a big MOC to dump this. Like, what do we need? We only need like 20 more points to hit profit target.
Give it to him.
Watch, we're gonna get a rip the other way.
Yeah.
Dumb.
Is there a break-even stop in on that, or is the
No.
stop just
No,
on-
so there's only one strategy that I run that has really any sort of trail in it, and that's my own, and I hate it.
Yeah.
I'm in the process of rebuilding that one so that you can turn the trail stop off. Trailing stops don't make a lot of sense in automation. Either take good trades and live with the outcome, live with the loss, live with the win. I think that's probably the thing that automation has done the most for me, trading wise, is been much more okay with outcomes, right? I'm a very competitive person. I was a college athlete and always been, and I think a lot of people that start trading naturally good at things, right? So when you're naturally good at things, sucking at stuff is really difficult, like emotionally
It hurts.
difficult. And so I think I have a problem with being wrong. I don't like when I'm wrong. And trading will humble you very quickly if you have a problem with being wrong. And so I think automation has taught me the most about, it's okay to take losing trades. It's okay to stop out. But the next trade doesn't have anything to do with the last one.
Yep.
So
Tiny MOC, by the way. Really
tiny
small.
MOC.
I think small.
Not
Minus 17 million.
Not
S&P.
yet on Interactive Brokers. Interactive Brokers is probably going to be the second cash broker we're going to integrate with. Right now, the only cash brokers we can do are Trade-of-8 and NinjaTrader. And Top Step Brokerage, high five.
Come on, TP.
Come on, give it to me.
There it is.
Order filled.
Boom.
I'm not filled. Let's go.
We love that, baby.
I was sitting here. Look at the hands. They weren't touching a mouse.
They weren't touching anything.
I was just
Gotta
sitting
love
here
that,
shooting
man.
the shit with you guys.
Amazing.
Yeah, and SPX, you're right. It's unreasonable to expect to win every day. It's not unreasonable though when you first start, because that's how you sort of, people that start trading don't start trading because they're bad at things, because they start trading because they're probably pretty good at stuff, and someone mentioned, I make a lot of money trading, and I could do that too. But trading will humble you pretty quickly, and that's really cool with what automation does, and we'll see what happens here with this. That's a hell of an exit right there.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
9 minutes to close. 90.
720 filled. Thank you.
Just awesome.
That was a nice 85-point win on those contracts.
Boom.
Got two left. We're kind of in the middle of this low volume area in between the HVNs.
Yeah, look at this on the 2-minute gov. If you're looking at my screen,
Mm-hmm.
it's pretty major support right there intraday.
Yeah, that's why I took that 720 scale just above that area. So
But
we
that's KC. That's money time right there. Right to that low right before the close. That's money. You can't really get much better than that.
Those are the setups I look for every day.
But that's what this strategy is looking for. It's looking for setups like this where, you know, it breaks back under this level, something like that. That's you can see this. And let me see what this entry was. I can tell you exactly what this entry was. What time was this one?
Yeah, Trader 685. Dan mentioned before somebody else had asked that. Not on Interactive Brokers yet.
Yeah. So what I would do, SPX, is because Interactive Brokers is a cash broker, sort of the best advice is you don't ever want to start up our software connected to a cash broker and run. You're going to need a month to 2 months to really get to a point where I think you're going to want to feel you're feeling comfortable enough with the sizing, the risk profile, how the strategies react, how they draw down, you know, and getting sort of like I have a very good feel on any strategy I'm running, what those drawdowns are going to look like, what the peaks are going to look like. And before I would put anything on a cash account, I want to make sure that I have a really good and clear understanding of just that amount of risk. So there's infinite free accounts, I believe, that you can get from Tradovate, from their cash brokerage. That's not a bad idea, just to sort of get your feet wet and to and probably by the time you're comfortable, we'll have an Interactive Brokers connection. There's no strategies included in the starter plan. That's $69 there, and $44 with the coupon Wolf. But there's no strategies with that one. The only plans that come with any strategies is the top one, and that sort of comes with a gap fill strategy, an initial balance strategy, which is probably one of my oldies but goodies. And then there's a opening range strategy. That's not my favorite, but some people like it. We do have people who run it. Really, magic comes from, and what we found most of our users do is they go to the market. We have a marketplace, which is actually getting significantly bigger this week.
How many do we have in there now? And you're getting ready to add, what, 3 or something?
We have 6, I believe, in there now.
You have 6. Can I add like 2 or 3 this week?
We're going to be adding at least 2.
Guys, that's the phenomenal part. You can have a portfolio of strategies for varied conditions, whether overnight or regular trading hours.
Average strategy, I mean, I'll show you guys the marketplace. Give me 1 second. I'll pull it up for you.
While he's pulling that up, so if you're in our user chat, everybody on these different strategies is actively talking about which strategy they're on, or which one they just had success, and which ones are in a bit of a downtick. Because remember, you could have a 40 or 70% win rate. Well, subtract 100. What happens the other part of the time? And the last thing you want to do is just completely bail, because you bail on it, and next you know, it takes off again.
So, because I'm actually subscribed to them, it doesn't show the price anymore. I believe they are all between, I believe this one is 50. I believe this one is 50. Secret Lab is, I think, 70. Kairos is 70, I believe. Market Ninja, I believe, is 100. Kairos is going up to 100, I believe, this week, but anyone who buys it before that is grandfathered in at the lower price. Market Ninja, the gentleman who made this, is actually, I can show you, the Kairos is this one here. Go back to my trading view. They created this strategy. This is called Kairos Key Levels. And this is really nice because this has an auto detect feature on it. So if you're on NQ, it automatically goes to the NQ settings. This right now has NQ settings, YM, and maybe oil. We were working on an oil preset earlier. But these are the trade levels, right? 4-hour open, daily open, monthly previous midpoint, the quarterly open, and the quarterly previous high-low. Those are the levels that it's trading on this one. And so on YM, which is the other one I'm trading here, and which actually also, look at that. That also got one. Bingo. Double whammy to close the day. I didn't even notice that.
There's your
So-
Depog flip. I did exit the trade at 750.
And this is also Market Ninja. This is silver. This is a strategy I run on one of my funded accounts, and this had a big night last night. Shorted here, shorted here, shorted here, and then shorted there. Just got another winner on that one too.
Hmm.
And you can see in my log that one just went off here at 15:34, so 3:34 in the PM, and then it exited at 15:51.
And
And you can see the trading view now says webhook successfully delivered, so it tells you that we got that signal.
hey, Tommy, sorry to hear that, man. It's like tomorrow's another day. Nothing. Tomorrow's trades have nothing to do with today. And let's see, one Texas. You guys should hold an online live walkthrough. We've done that a number of times, and I think
We have.
Dan and or Lee is probably going to be doing another one at the end of the week or next week. I don't recall what
Go.
the date is. And they're excellent.
Market closing in 10 seconds.
What's confusing? One Texas. Feel free to also. You can go to our website. There's a AI help desk there, and you can ask for a demo session too. We can do a one-on-one demo session if you want to. Interested. And we can show you.
And the guys that developed the Kairos strategy, guys, those guys are actually in our Discord room. They're actively in there. So if you have questions about those, I mean,
All of the marketplace
yeah, everybody's great.
are active in the room, which is great because it allows for questions and pretty prompt answers to questions too. Yeah, this is also Market Ninja. I run Market Ninja on 3 different instruments. I run it on MNQ, I run it on gold, and I run it on silver.
So one Texas, now that we've got a little extra help in our room, it's like you're able to get one-on-ones, and that'll help sort out what you're talking about there. In terms of the bit of the confusion, what came with what. Those are easy. They're easy answers to that. It really kind of depends on what you want to execute. Down 2,600 on the funded. Yeah, you went on.
I went on the first time. I couldn't determine what came with what. Well, pretty simple now. Nothing comes with the first, the basic and the advanced plan, the bottom 2. And then you can sort of try out all of the strategies in the marketplace that all have free trials and pick and choose which one works for you. It's about as much as I can simplify it. Yeah. I mean, that's the way is running stuff on a VPS is also the way. I run most everything on a VPS unless I'm sitting at the computer. Which we also offer VPSs for very cheap. I don't know, $40 a month, something like that.
Yeah, Texas. I think it'd be good for someone like you if you're working a lot. I mean, just got
We have one guy.
a matter of finding the strategy that you like.
We have one gentleman who works in the Defense Department. Very, very busy right now, but he has to put his phone in a locker when he goes into work.
Yep.
And he does not have access to the internet all day.
Yeah.
So
No issue.
he runs ClearEdge on a VPS. He sets his stuff up in the morning. He comes home at night. He tweaks things. We chat. You know, he'll send DMs or messages to myself or one of the other guys. And you know, those are the type of people that have a lot of success because they're pretty hands off. The people that have the least amount of success are the people that touch too much.
Yeah, they sit there and they want to screw with everything, huh?
Yeah.
Instead of just let it be.
Yeah.
Let
And
it
the
do its
person
thing.
in question used to do that quite a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it's good for folks that, you know, trade during their lunch break or listening to these streams or something while they're at work, and you can participate in some of the trades. And as time goes on too, we're going to get better and better with some of the strategies and adapting them to different markets. And yeah. So what was the bug, Tommy? You said it was taking bad trades or taking ghost trades, as we like to call them.
Yes, Sidney, you had a nice trade earlier today. Congrats. I think you picked up 100 points on an ES trade or something. Sweet, man.
Ross new all-time highs apparently.
We don't have
Slight
those. We
midpoint
don't have
raising
those on the
guidance.
East Coast. We got Marshalls
Marshalls.
and TJ Maxx.
Well, some good stuff, crew. I think we're gonna get wrapping up here. It's been a hell of a Tuesday, but we got Wednesday. We'll be live. I'll be on Spaces till about 1 p.m. Eastern. Ryan will be on in the morning, and then looks like a pretty free afternoon and just live trading. So, by the way, Dan, Gov, if you guys want to hop on throughout any of those times, feel free. Hit me up. I'll send you the link if you guys want to hang out and you're not busy.
I think we have another Clear Edge stream on Thursday.
Bet.
Yeah, I think we do. Have a wonderful evening, everybody.
Yes, sir.
So it's
Everybody enjoy. We'll see you guys bright and early. If you haven't, make sure you're liking that stream.
If you do want to check it out, feel free to send me a message at either my personal account or Clear Edge Trades on Twitter, and we can get you started.
Yeah, definitely take advantage of that, guys. Nara and Gov and all the boys at Clear Edge are always super helpful with everything. So if you guys need anything, just hit them up. And yeah, so we'll see everybody tomorrow. Have a great day.
Guys, have a great day. Take
Make
care.
sure you guys are liking the stream. We love y'all. Peace out.
Later, guys.
Later.
Later.